So talking about putting ideas to work, the last thing I wanted to touch on today was the Nouns Builder. Can you give us some context about what it is, where it's at? And personally, I'm really curious about the bullishness that Zora, the company, has put into this project. Can you speak to all that?
Yeah, definitely. So Nouns Builder is a generalization of the original nouns. And when I say generalization, I mean we have learned and started to understand the incredibly novel idea that is nouns and the collaboration models that are introduced by nouns. And we think that it might work in more than one case. So there should probably be more Nouns DAO-like entities in the world just because of the way that anyone is able to organize around a meme. And that meme could be art, some idea, some fixed goal, anything. The ability for groups to be able to organize around an idea like that and grow via these fixed schedules is incredible. And we wanted to play with the idea of generalizing that and building effectively a factory that allows anyone to create a DAO in the same style of Nouns DAO. And when I say same style, I don't mean same artwork style, but I mean same mechanism design underneath the hood. We really, really think that's kind of the future of how communities are able to organize around ideas in the future. You get this community buy-in from day one. Anyone is able to participate right away by just participating in the auctions. There's no airdrops or public market launches that need to happen. You just have an open auction from day one. You also have a large ecosystem of open proposals, which means that every DAO is able to support every other DAO. In the same way that we have Nouns and Lil Nouns supporting each other, where Lil Nouns is buying Nouns from the original Nouns DAO, we have this huge harmonious cycle of teams that are able to support each other. And you end up with less competition between DAOs and more collaborations between DAOs. That potential model gets very, very exciting. So what we're trying to do with Nouns Builder, to kind of bring it back to more of a single sentence, is we want to make a tool that allows anyone to build a Nouns-style DAO. That's what we're hoping to accomplish with the launch of this project.
Totally. And Nouns has attracted a ton of developers, right? There's a lot of smart people behind Nouns. The code base, the contracts are great, et cetera, et cetera. And so it's attracted a lot of dev talent throughout the year. But I specifically find this interesting when it comes to the artist point of view. Again, assuming the artist does not have technical chops or isn't a dev as well, et cetera. Can you paint the picture of how simple this would be for an artist with their assets, what it looks like, and how quickly an artist could get up and running with something like this? Because people talk about forking Nouns and they always want help. And there's a ton of questions in the Discord about how to set it up. And there's a lot there. And you guys are really taking all that heavy lift just out. So how easy is this going to be for artists to quote unquote fork Nouns?
Yeah, I would say hilariously easy. It's funny that there's this almost annoying technological wall where people need to have some base level of understanding of how the code works to fork and create something that's open source and MIT licensed or completely CC0. It seems unnecessary that you have to go through these technical barriers to use a product like that. So with Nouns Builder, it's as simple as having an Ethereum wallet and having some artwork that you want to see on chain. So when you go through, you create your Nouns DAO. You just simply enter the name, the description, the rate of auctions that you'd like to see, and then just a directory of the artwork you want to see. And that includes the different layers of artwork. So you can have some level of generative art applied, or just one piece of art if you want them all to have the same image. And you just click through and create your DAO. It takes literally 5 minutes. We've been doing it for fun through testing for the last few months now. And it's hilarious and very addicting just to play with these different generative models.
Yeah, was there anything as you were building this out, dev-wise, that you guys either did different, improved upon, or is there anything novel introduced? I'm curious.
I think the most novel idea of the Nouns Builder that we're really excited for is we actually think that the Nouns protocol that we've kind of developed, and we're calling it the Nouns protocol to nod to the original Nouns and also to notify it is the general version of Nouns. We want that protocol to be governed by another Nouns DAO. So with the launch of the Nouns protocol is also the launch of a builder DAO that governs the entire protocol. So whenever it comes to things like upgrades or new feature sets on the Nouns protocol, it will actually be going through a proposal just like Nouns goes through proposals. So anytime the community has ideas for things that they would like to see as an upgrade to the project, they can do through a proposal, just like proposals go through Nouns. Just as a basically proving point that we think the Nouns model can be repetitive and can be used in all sorts of different ecosystems or atmospheres, whether that be governing a protocol, governing a large treasury like Nouns does, fixating around a goal or an idea. The core concept or the core mechanism behind Nouns can be applied anywhere.
And who's in the Builder DAO?
The Builder DAO is anyone who wants to participate in the daily auctions, just like who's in Nouns. Anyone is able to be a member of the Builder DAO by joining the DAO and acquiring one of those NFTs.